Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is youtube.com/EBM Scholars. Today I'm going to explain more about the DV lottery form. I posted some of the videos on how to prepare and win the Green Card lottery, but I've been receiving a lot of questions on how to fill that particular form because there are so many people applying for this lottery. Average minimum number usually is 5 million people are applying for Green Card lottery, but only 50,000 people are the one randomly selected to win the lottery. But so many people who have been missing. I know some people have been applying. This is their 5th year applying for the Green Card lottery. Unfortunately, they haven't won the lottery yet. So some of those people that have been writing to me thinking that maybe they did something wrong in their application, but there are some other people, they are failing to have the basics of the application. People don't want to make any single mistake, so they end up asking so much questions. So I feel it is the time better to create a special video to go through step by step on how to fill in the Green Card lottery, the diversity visa lottery. But before we go, I ask you to go to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/EBM Scholars, and I'm going to open. If you go to this channel, it has a lot of videos. The videos which are starting from getting scholarships, opportunities. So it is just opportunities more than just getting scholarships. So there are everything here. And if I go to the video, first of all, you go to here and subscribe on this channel. But if you go to the videos, you will see there are so many videos. One of the video is this one about the DV lottery, how to win the diversity visa lottery. And if you want to edit your photo, I have this tutorial on Green Card photo editing, which you don't need any particular software. But also for those who want just a Swahili video or audio explanation about Green Card lottery, this is a DV lottery 2020 Swahili version. This is DV lottery, how to win it in English. So you choose one of those. So do that one, open these videos, watch them, edit your photo through this one, or listen in Swahili or in English, you choose your language, and there are so many videos as you can see. But apart from that, let's go back to the application, or to my presentation, which I prepared for you. So this is the presentation. Is again, my name is Ernest B. Makulilo. I go by EBM, and my YouTube channel again is that one. But people have some questions. It is very easy if I can respond to your questions through WhatsApp messages than emails. I have difficult times on responding through writing. It takes a lot of time to respond to 300 messages in a few hours. So, but if it will be through messages on WhatsApp, I can respond through audio, will be easier and faster for me. What I advise you, please don't call, just send a WhatsApp message and I'll respond in my convenience time. Again, so this is the snapshot of the Green Card. It's a permanent resident card. So this is a specimen card from the immigration department. So usually when you get it, it is 10 years. So the application you are applying in order to get this kind of card. So you can see the photo, when you say the Green Card photo, that is supposed to appear in that particular nature. It is green. One time the card was white, but it taken back to green, and the Green Card is official nickname of the Green Card. The permanent resident card is nickname is Green Card. So that is how it works. So first thing first, so let's go to the application. The application is only online. So you have to get the online application, and I will click the link and I will show you what to do once you go there. But if I go to the application, I open the link, it open. Welcome to the Diversity Visa Lottery. The instruction is there. So this is the DV for 2020. For that one, if it will be next year, it will be 2021, 2022, things of that nature. So the deadline is will be in November 6th So this is the instruction. Then you go to the photo example. So if you want to read the instruction, this is where we'll be spending our time on the photo, on the application form, which is called begin entry. But this is the application status, check status. But this is to check the results if you have won. For people who applied the previous year, 2018, the results came out in May. So this will be checking the status for 2019 people who applied last year. But this application is for 2020. The results will be out on May 7th, 2019, and the people will start coming to US. So they'll be coming until September 2020. So that's why we call DV Lottery 2020. So I don't go to click check status. I'm going to begin entry. When you click begin entry, you'll be given the code, which you're supposed to write down. Make sure you write as they are. So it is Y94X. And then you submit. Sometimes you might get the wrong code. So when you click submit, it comes to the application form. The application form is one of the simplest thing you will ever come to any kind of application. I will go through each particular part. The first part is your personal information. So it is just your family name, which is last name, first name, middle name. So I'll just try to do quick and just put like a hypothetical name. Like the name will be John. First name will be, let's say, Alex. And the middle name, let's say, put another name. Let's say Hamisi. But sometimes people don't have middle name. They have just two names. So it'll be Alex John. So if you don't have last name or the middle name, you just click here. It disappears. So click like you don't have another name. So let's say put Hamisi. So this person's name is Alex Hamisi John. So you start with the last name, first name, then the middle name. Then you go in the gender. You put male. And then you go down. The application is just like taking like 5 minutes maximum. Then date of birth. So here is one of the mistakes people are putting. People want to start to put like month. In US, we start with month. We come with day. We come with year. I've seen people, they started putting maybe April. They want to put April in terms of words. No, it doesn't work that way. Put two numbers. If it is January 01, if it is February 02, I mean. If it is October, you put 10. If it is September 09. So let's say it is, this person was born on September. Day, people, I get confused. Some people, they put Tuesday. They don't mean Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No. Day, that means date. Put the date you were born. So this person was born on 1st of September. So 01. So you put two numbers. So you cannot put one like that word. No. So you put maybe 08 or 09. So the person was born on 9th of the month of September. The year, you put 4 numbers. This person was born maybe, let's say 1985. So you put 1985. Then the city you were born. So the city you were born. So there are some people, they do not know where they are born. If you do not know where you are born, so you put birth city unknown. You tick that one. But if you know, you put here. And there is instruction. Put the city only. Do not enter district or country or province or state. So don't put a state. Put just a city you were born. If you were born in Tanzania, you were born in Kigoma, put Kigoma. If you were born in Kakamega in Kenya, put Kakamega. If you were born in Lagos, put Lagos in Nigeria. If you were born in whatever city you were born, put the name of the city, but don't put the name of the state. For instance, I'm giving just hypothetical. If you were born in the US, let's say I'm giving example, you are not applying for green card lottery, they have a state. Don't put you were born in California. Put the exactly city you were born. That is the point they want. So the birth city, let's say you were born in Nairobi. Let's assume this person is Kenyan. So you put Nairobi, the city you were born. And it doesn't matter whether you use capital letters, whether you use small letters, it doesn't matter because people want it to be perfect. They want to know that what is the proper way. Should it be capital letters? Should it be small letters? It doesn't matter as long as you write something over there. Then the country you were born, Which country were you born? So this person was born in Kenya. Let's say put Kenya. The person was born in Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. Then country of eligibility. This is the place I get a lot of questions. So this person is Kenyan, born in Kenya. Eligibility is based on the country of your citizenship or the country of birth. So this person is Kenyan and is applying as Kenyan. So the question is, are you claiming the lottery basing on your eligibility basing on the country which you mentioned there at the top, the country you were born? If you were born in Kenya, are you claiming as Kenyan in this application? So the answer is yes. But you might be Kenyan, born in Kenya, but currently you are Ugandan. So you can put you are born in Kenya, but if you put no, so you'll put you applying as Uganda, you have to put a country. But if you put yes, it disappears because there is no need, because the country you are born is the country for citizenship, is the country of your eligibility. But if you are born in one country and you are citizen of another country, you have to put no and to put that country of your citizenship and the country of eligibility. This is the part of what? The part which you need to upload the photo. So I've been receiving a lot of questions about the photo. So I'm going to help you to show you how you can do a quick photo editing. This is one of the websites which is very, very easy on how to edit your photo. You go to what they call egreencardphoto.com. That is the website. And it's very easy. It takes like 15 seconds. You upload the photo. So I'm just uploading one photo here and I will show you how I do to edit the photo and how I make it easy for you if you want to apply for the lottery. So this is what my sample. So the photo goes there. So what I do here is very easy. They give you you take at the end, you put up. This one will be up like that way. Click next. It appears in a card like a green card. Then you download. Once you download, you put it on your desktop. That is the photo which meets all the qualification you need to upload. This photo will have all requirements needed. That means it will be 2x2, whatever, white background, it has that one. And the weight of the photo will automatically be less than 240 kilobytes. In my other video, I've already explained more about the photo. Don't wear glass on your photo, is not allowed. Make sure there is no shadow on your photo. Make sure the background is white. Make sure there is no fuzzy stuff, any crazy thing you want to put there. And that is your photo. And you don't need to wear a suit to be there. No, that is just an example. So you upload the photo. So let's go and upload the photo which is already there. So let me go down here and put the photo which let me find the photo. If you put the photo which is not not into the meeting the requirements, it will not be accepted. You will see. I will show you. Then it comes another problem is on the mailing address. Mailing address is different from email. I get a lot of questions. People confuse between mailing address and the email. Majority people asking, okay, so what should I put here? Mail address is letters. Where do you receive your letters? For people, I'll give you an example in the US, this is very easy for them because our home addresses are the place we get our mail. And in most of the countries, in developing countries, you go to the post office, the post box, you go to get the mail, you get your letters at the post box. The snail mail, the letters you get at the post office. So let me start. The first part, they say care of. What does the word care of mean? Majority of the younger generation, they do not know care of. So for instance, I live in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, but I don't have a postal address. And if I apply for scholarship, if I apply for a job, what address do I put there so that I can get a letter or anything, any documents if they want to send it through a postal way? I put the address of my neighbor. So I will put the address of my neighbor. So it's care of. My letter will be going through a postal box of somebody. So that is the meaning of the care of. But if the letter goes direct to you, you have the postal address, you don't need to put the care of thing. You leave it as it is. That's why they say care of is optional. So care of is optional, but it is only applies if you use the postal address of someone. That is how it works. So this one, if you use the postal address of, let's say, Mary Abdallah, you put Mary Abdallah. That is, you put the name. But if you don't need care of, you leave it blank. You don't put anything. So for me, the easiest part, don't put, because in the end, no one is going to send you a letter under the green card. So whether you put it, you don't put it, you don't get a letter, a hard copy letter. So that is one of the things. Address number 1, line 1 is a compulsory. So here is where you put your P.O. box. So P.O. box maybe 15. But for people who live, let's say you live in the US, I'm giving an example. Or the people who live in Europe, they have a street address. So here you'll put maybe your address is 1713 Desmond Tutu Road. Whatever it is, you put the number of of your home and the street name over there. So that one. Then address 2 is optional. Line 2 is optional. If your line is going longer, but just leave it open, leave it blank, don't complicate yourself. City, we say, is Nairobi. This person lives in Nairobi. Then district, county, province, or state. So again, district, don't complicate. You put Nairobi, put the same city, wherever you want. If you want, the country will be Nairobi, district in Nairobi, depending on the place. If you live in Dar es Salaam, they don't use Tanzania, they don't use the county system. So Dar es Salaam, you put Dar es Salaam. Or if the district, you put Kinondoni, whatever it is, but just put that way. Postal code. So here is one of the places I get a lot of questions. It's not a big deal. Is postal code or zip code? There is no zip code in Africa. Those numbers people are put like in Kenya or Uganda, Tanzania, wherever I see some countries, they start putting, oh, this is the zip code. Forget about it. Those are not into the satellite. So they are not recognized anywhere. If you put that zip code, it doesn't track you anywhere. So we use the postal code. Postal code for country. For instance, I'm giving an example. I can give the example. I'm using most of the East African codes because I'm from East Africa. So if you're in Tanzania, is it 255? Don't put plus sign. 254 Kenya, 256 Uganda, 250 Rwanda, 233, I don't know, West Africa, one country. So those numbers, like when you put your number in international, you start with the plus sign, those numbers, that is the code before your normal number. That is the postal code of the code of the code you are using is called the postal code. But forget about that. Instead of putting like 256 or 254, because this person is Kenya, you can just make it easy for you. You just put no postal code or no zip code. Is not a big deal. It's perfect. Okay. Then you come to country. Okay, this person you said is in Kenya, is in Nairobi, Kenya. So you put Kenya. Okay, then it comes to the country where you live today. Again, the country where you live today will be still in Kenya. You put Kenya. But in case, so it's Kenya. But let's say in case you don't live in Kenya, you live in Saudi Arabia. You put Saudi Arabia, there is no problem at all. So if you live in another country, so the address here, you put the address here, you'll put the Kenya. The address you'll be using will be in, instead of putting Nairobi, if you live in Saudi Arabia, you put the Saudi Arabia address. So the country where you live today, you put that country. This country where you live has nothing to do with your eligibility. What makes you eligible is the country for your citizenship, not the country where you live today. That's why there are people living in the US and they are applying, but they put the information that they are from Tanzania, they are from Burundi, they are from Congo, they are from South Africa. When they win, if you live in the US, there is a form I-485, adjustment of status form. You need to fill that form. The process will be different from the people who are in outside of US, where they have to fill a different form before coming and go to the visa interview. Okay, so then it comes to the phone number. It is optional. Just leave it blank. It doesn't matter whether you put the phone number, whether you don't put. It's not a big of the deal. They don't need that phone number. Email is a must. You have to put your email address. So let's go to put our email address. I'm giving, for instance, I'm putting mine here. ebmakulilo@yahoo.com. I'm giving an example. And then you confirm your email. Again, I'm coming to put again ebmakulilo@yahoo.com. As I said, you can put capital letters, you can put small letters. It's okay. Email address is a must. There are some people are planning to help other people to apply. Maybe someone live in the US. You have a good access to the internet to apply for 3-4 people. Don't use your one email to apply for 10 people. Each person has to use the different email addresses to apply. Then it comes another place where it is education. If you watched my other video, in order to apply for the lottery, you must have high school education is the minimum requirement. But in case you don't have high school education, you need to put you need to prove you have 2 years of work experience. So if you end up just in primary school, put primary school, but if you win, you have to show you have 2 years of work experience. But for me, I advise people to put vocation, even if you didn't go to high school. Vocation school, that means is a trade school. It can be formal, can be informal, but you can show that you get certain training, particularly maybe will help you with the tailoring or something like that. So you have to do. So if, let's say you are in first year of school, second year of school, that means you put some university courses because you haven't graduated yet. If you were in high school, you have high school, just put high school degree. You went to high school, but you didn't graduate, you put just high school, no degree. That means you didn't graduate. That's what they mean. Some university courses is when you are taking some college classes and you haven't finished yet. University degree, they mean a bachelor degree. Some graduate level courses, that means you have bachelor, but currently you are in graduate school, you haven't finished yet, you have started some of the courses. Then you have masters, some doctorate or doctorate. So that is some of the thing. So let's say you have just some university. This person in Nairobi is having some university courses. Then it comes to marital status. If you are unmarried, you are single. If you are married, there are 2 aspects. One, your spouse is a US citizen or permanent resident. That means if you click this one, that means when you win, your wife or your husband is not going to be given a green card because he has a green card or is a US citizen already. If you click this one, you are married and your spouse is not. Oh no, the first one is not. Is not. That means if you win, you all win. This one, your husband or your wife is a US citizen, so you don't need to put will not get the green card when you win. If you are divorced, you put divorced. If you are widowed, you put widowed. If you legally separated, you put legally separated. Things of that nature. So let's put it. If you say unmarried, it's simple. You just continue. If you put married and my spouse is not a US citizen, if you click, then it comes here, the number of kids. Let's say you put 1. If you click continue, it will take you to, because we use the photo, you see, I took the different one. So that one, it means I have to find a photo which meets the requirements. And let me go to that photo which I edited. There is one I edited, there is one I didn't edit, the original one. So this one is the one I edited. It will accept. So if I click continue, it will go to continue. They want the spouse information. It will be the name. Then will be date, birth date, the date of birth. Then gender, city your spouse was born, the country your spouse was born, the photo of your spouse. Because you said you have one child, you put the name of the child, You put the gender of the child, date of birth of the child, and then the city was born and the photo of your child here. But let's say you are just single. You come here, you put you are unmarried, so you don't need, let's say, and you have 0 child, you put 0. Then if you click continue, it is easy. So it comes to the part which gives you just like the preview, like your name, gender, birth information, press you whatever, everything like you said, address is there, everything is correct. The last point is submit. Let's say click submit. If you click submit, it takes you success. Review 2020 submission, confirmation, entry received. So this is the success part. So what I said, you'll get the confirmation number. So this person is John Alex Amis. John is the last name. Then this is the confirmation number. That is the confirmation number. I copy. I will show you why I copy. Then the year of birth in 1985. This is a digital signature. So what I tell people, screenshot this page. Once you screenshot this page and write this number, send it to your email so that you can have this number. This number, you'll use this number next year when you want to go and check your status. So I want to show you to check the status. So X45XE. Application, we finished that application. Here we finished application. So let me go simple, review lottery. So if I come to the status, check his status. So next year when you come, you'll come to put the status, and that means the application, you can put this number. So that is the confirmation number. Nowadays, if you lose this number, you will get the result. I mean, you will still find a way to forget it, and then they can give you. Back in the day, if you forget, it was over. So that is how it works. So that is the application, how it works. So this is what I was talking about. The application itself, that is what it's happening. So I put there the photos, like those are some of the photos. These are not allowed because someone is wearing glass. There is a shadow behind the person. So those are the things, the application form. Those are the instructions, leave it blank. What you have to fill, I already put down to you, make it easier for you. Then the education part, email, the number of children, information for marriage, whatever, and success. That is the confirmation number you have. Screenshot, send it to your email, send it to yourself. Make sure you have that confirmation number. And next year when you come, you on May next year when the result come, you go put the confirmation number here. You put your last name. You put the year of birth. You put the code, like they'll give you. Click submit, and it will be here. You will see you have been selected for the DV lottery, or you have not. Your entry has not been selected. The entry not selected is gone. If it is selected, you will see the form, and they give a new case number for proper way of following, and that the application will continue from there. So that is the information about the confirmation number. Last thing, there is no fee charged to submit an electronic entry of green card lottery. Don't be scammed by anybody to pay anybody, Western Union or any other kind of form, whether it is be using credit card, debit card, Visa, MasterCard, whatever it is. Don't pay anybody. The only money you will pay, if you have been selected, you will pay at the US Embassy $330, the visa fee. Will pay by cash, and then you will pay the medical fee in your country. You don't pay anybody on Western Union. Again, all the best and welcome to the United States of America. Please remember to share this particular video to anybody who is having a trouble in applying for the green card lottery. And again, this is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, EBM, and these are some of my contacts. If you go to my YouTube, my Instagram is there, EBM Signature, and my another Instagram page is EBM Scholars. You can follow me there. You can get so much updates. Again, this is my YouTube. I usually write books, and this is my books channel, and this is, if you're looking for scholarship, they are here. So again, thank you so much, and that is the end of my presentation, and may God bless you, and I wish you all the best, and you win the Diversity Visa Lottery. Goodbye. It is me, Ernest Boniface Makulilo out. But one more thing, remember, don't call, send WhatsApp message. Goodbye.